Hello and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am the Crushinator, and today we have a most excellent Division E matchup for you. Out of Pocket taking on Community Pizza in tonight's best of 3 matchup. The teams are in, getting ready to go here, and while I've got just a quick moment, I'll remind you, yeah, we're here. YouTube.com/@Krush We got live content, we got edited content. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and see everything that we have to offer from a HOTS casting perspective. Let's go to the map select. Check out the map situation for today. Towers of Doom, Cursed Hollow, Garden of Terror, and Dragonshire are your map bans for this evening. And Alterac Pass, chosen by Community Pizza, will be map number 1. Let's get into the draft. Starting things off with the Muradin ban here from Out of Pocket. Let's adjust the camera. Poor Mr. Jin is below me, begging for attention, begging for it. A Stukov is banned out by Community Pizza. Probably be in Div E if you could convince your friends to play. Div E, they're out here, they're playing games. Cater to all sorts of skill levels. We've got plenty of people in the community that love to just offer free coaching to people in Div E, Div D, whoever's willing to take the help. There's a lot of people who have knowledge and just like imparting it upon people. So the option is there. We'll be here for the foreseeable future. Mal'Ganis banned out here by Out of Pocket, and Brightwing taken away by Community Pizza. Definitely a focus on roles here from both of our squads. May going to be picked up here by Cocky, locking in their tank of choice after banning out Muradin and Mal'Ganis here. Pato picking up Zul'jin first here for Community Pizza. This is a map that can tend to go long, so Zul'jin can get some good value, though it can be tough to find targets in the early game. So we'll see how aggressive Pato is going to be looking for those auto attacks. Bayonet opting for Johanna, so the tanks are now spoken for. Unless there's a double tank draft coming. Those aren't completely out of the question. Not as common as they used to be. But not impossible either. Out of Pocket, they've got their May. Some good blinds for the Zul'jin so far. See if there's any other control they want to pick up here. Lili Vala for Great One and Orkin Beans. Lili providing those extra blinds, definitely looking to slow down Zul'jin. And Vala, one of the best assassins we have. Scaling in the early game, monster in the late game. Hard to go wrong, though. You do have to watch out for those Johanna blinds, but you just throw an ability during your blind and you're okay. Diva to be banned out here by Community Pizza. Diva can dive in the back and hang out, putting that defense matrix on the back line, cause some havoc. Ragnaros going to be banned out here by Out of Pocket. This is a particularly good map for Ragnaros because you're fairly free to hang out in the side lanes. There's the ganks you can see coming from a little bit away. And into the late game, you can really use Lava Wave to control the map because those side lanes are so far away in terms of clearing. You can get a lot done there with Rag. Dr. Kryes? Dr. Kreese? Dr. Krizzy? I'm not sure. Taking the Rhaegar there. Shane going for Hogger. Very strong camp taking and pushing capabilities on those two heroes. I think I'm going to go with Dr. Kryes. I'm not sure. Vate's picking up the Gul'dan, and yes, sir, going for Varian here. So we'll have to see what build that Varian ends up being for yes, sir. Whether they want to go with the extra taunt power or if they're trying to go for some extra damage. Honestly, I think all three specs could do work here. Vala and Gul'dan provide definitely enough damage on their own. Gerudo King on the last pick here for Community Pizza. Gonna lock in Chromie for that extra long-range damage put onto the backline. I'd say on paper Community Pizza have stronger heroes overall, like individually. I think the late game scaling potential of Out of Pocket, though, might come out ahead with all the blinds they have for Zul'jin. Here we go. Game number 1 on the left in the blue. We have Out of Pocket. Yes, sir, on the Varian. Vates playing Gul'dan. Great One on Lily. Cocky playing May. And Orkin Beans is on the Vala. On the right in the red, we have Community Pizza. Gerudo King on the Chromie. Darkrise on Rhaegar. Bayonet playing Johanna. Pado on the Zul'jin. And Shane playing Hogger. Here we go. Game number 1 is underway. Looking at our level 1 quests. Multi-shot quest here for Vala. Looking to splash onto all members during these fights. Chromie going for the Sandblast Q quest here on level 1 as Cocky going into the back line, trying to control this space, but gets stunned out there by Hogger. Still has enough health to move away. Cocky avoids falling his first blood. Gul'dan going for the Echoed Corruption quest here on level 1. Already 4 stacks there. And Varian going for High King's quest. Orkin Beans on the low side. Oh, big rotation coming. The vault is going to be enough there. Time trap just a little bit off trying to catch Vala. Orkin Beans able to get behind the gate there. Back camps are coming up here. We'll see what the priority is for our teams. As Pado just rotating around looking for auto attack targets. Gets a few onto May there. Looks like Rhaegar and Zul'jin headed to the back camp for Community Pizza. Out of Pocket not going to their back camp just yet. Just stick around in the mid for a moment. Checking on Varian here. Yes, sir. Going to be looking to get those auto attacks in as part of the quest. Need 50 basic auto attacks. Mid-camp has been taken for Community Pizza. It looks like Vates and Great One are going to go and work on this left side. Bayonet taking some hits there, but baiting Orkin Beans to stick around. There's the slow from the Johanna. Ooh. Gets away with 80 health there. If Chromie hits that Sandblast, that is a kill, but no first blood has been drawn just yet. Good gank attempt, though. Cocky just trying to hold down this lane using the Cryo Freeze. Icing cooldown is enough to get away. Out of Pocket does pick up their back camp. So that'll start to even out this lane, but they've got a big wave to clear first. Looks like 2 heading to the top lane to deal with Varian, who has gone with the Colossal Smash here. Looking to bring extra burst damage. Possibly to smash onto the front line and soften up that armor a little bit. 11 stacks so far for Gul'dan, hitting the running Chromie there. Cocky peeling backwards, making sure Lily and Gul'dan feel just fine. Prison camps are up. They're on the top side of the map here. Looks like Cocky looking to start this channel early. There is a defense locked up. He's able to move away, has to use the trait, though. It's out of cooldowns now. Has to start moving back. Good job by both sides recognizing their limitations so far. We got a time trap onto Lily. Great One able to move away, but is a little low on mana right now. Both teams hanging out near the objective, not wanting to let the other one get an easy cap to start things off. See Zul'jin and Rhaegar once again moved back to the back camp for Community Pizza. As level 7 is on the horizon for both squads. Cocky once again trying to get the team over to the right here. Shane coming across, tries to get the stun onto Great One. Doesn't quite land. The teams continue to have their standoff in between lanes. Orkin Beans, 12 stacks on the multi-shot out of the 20 required. Oh, Lily is actually going to be picked off there. Zul'jin was able to lock in Chromie, helping with the Sandblast as well, and that is going to be the first takedown of the game. Shane looking for a channel. Interrupted by May at the last moment there. Cocky able to get away with that one. See if anyone's got another. Doesn't look like it. Community Pizza gonna start up the channel time on this objective. May getting right into the mix here as Yes Sir wants a flank. Trying to find the target here. Paddle on the edge is going to get hit with the Colossal Smash, going down to a quarter health, but Yes Sir being chased on back. Will survive for now. Only 6 seconds left on this channel. Great bounce there from Shane. Great one trying to move away with Cocky there. Lily and May will escape, but the objective is going to go over to Community Pizza. All the while there, mid-camp was picked up by Out of Pocket. Looking to de-push the mid lane for a moment. Here come the Riders. Looks like Vala in the bottom lane will get an uncontested clear there. May working on Hogger on the top side as Bayonet gathers up 2. Turnaround is good though. Johanna goes down, not respecting the burst power of Varian. That Colossal Smash does serious work, even into armored targets. Yes, they're going in, looking at Pado there. Smash was not available, or else I'm pretty sure that would have been a takedown as well. Mid is defended, top lane. Still pushing in for a moment as Cocky tries to cut off this wave. And all structures are defended here by Out of Pocket. Oh, possibly moving for a quick boss. They're going to check. Looks like they were just making sure that Community Pizza wasn't looking at that one. Working Beans once again getting away from a gank attempt as Out of Pocket does have their level 10s. We're looking at the Avalanche, the Warbringer here for Varian, Horrify, Jug of 1,000 Cups, and Strafe. Horrify catching Gerudo King, but unfortunately sending them south rather than west. It could be a tricky one to cast. There is a delay on the Horrify cast, so the person isn't always where you hope they would be when you position that ability. Vala's still just kind of running it in the bottom lane solo. No one responding for now. Mid-camp was taken once again by Community Pizza, so they do have that pushing. Yes, they're moving in onto Gerudo King, going to receive the Ancestral Healing as Cocky following up here. Avalanche going to catch Johanna and push them into tower range. The heal's not enough to reach May in time. Johanna with the large shield. Is that going to be enough? Bayonet moving away. Will survive. All the while, Hogger just pushing in with this camp is going to feast on the entire fort. Orkin Beans trying to step up with the remnants of this wave to do the same. Looks like top boss is the focus right now for Community Pizza. Out of Pocket just having to clear away the mid, and they're not going to be able to do much about this. Darkrai's trying to take it for now. Bayonet moving in. All of them are on pretty low health, but no one is in range to deal with this. Top boss goes over to Community Pizza. Vala at those 20 stacks. Chromie at 38 out of 40 right now. We'll get an extra sand clone after a couple more hits. Varian finishing 1 out of the 3 requirements here for High King's Quest. Yeah, we need 5 takedowns, so certainly that one's not done. I'm not sure about the regeneration globes or the auto attacks. Which one was completed by Yeser? I'm going to guess auto attacks, but you never know. Chromie finishing up that level 1 as the objective once again being guarded here by Community Pizza. And wall being worked on by this minion wave. 20 seconds and counting on the objective. Cocky looking to come around the backside. Hogger taking an aggressive spin angle. Just letting it land where they may. Yeser on the front line wants Pado. Big stun on the edge here. Orkin Beans, oh, nearly had the kill. Suljin activating the ult just in time. Shane not going to be so lucky. Chromie going down as well. Will trade out, though, for Yes Sir. Out of Pocket does stop the channel at 10 seconds. They are 4v3. They're going to try to push forward for a bit. Bayonet with the Unstoppable avoids the stun of May. Strafe comes out from Orc and Beans, but has to move back. Johanna just controlling everybody here. Spado stepping up, looking to get at least one execute. But now Chromie and Hogger are on the way back. Gul'dan did have to move away to save the mid lane. And Community Pizza with their 13 is going to have a renewed push here onto the objective. Johanna gathering them up here. Zul'jin nice and snare there onto Vala. Orc and Beans forced to vault back. Only just a couple more seconds needed for Community Pizza. They just got to hold it down. Great one, stopping the channel once again. Gonna try to spam click it as Bayonet gets a double stun on the back line. May is taken out during all this. Yes, sir, trying to go after Darkrise. Objective claimed by Community Pizza, and oh no, Varian is caught on an island here. Not gonna have enough to get away. Community Pizza now have another objective pushing as they clean up this mid lane in preparation. Well, the lane's pretty well in the center. Vala gonna get an uncontested clear in the top for a moment. Gul'dan working on the bottom lane. As Community Pizza opting to fully focus on the mid for now. Waiting to see where Johanna goes. Looks like Johanna's gonna support the bottom lane. Right now, both damage dealers for Out of Pocket are in the off lanes, so they're just kind of hoping that the structures will take down this push. Oh, nice avalanche into the back line. Shane is going to get hit there, but had the Unstoppable to move out. May taken down in the mix there. Chromie able to get that takedown. As Midkeep going to take some hits, but will get away. Out of Pocket still has all their keeps. They're still on fairly even talent tiers. They're going to have to start making some big moves to get out onto this map. Community Pizza pushing the bottom lane now, thinking about the bottom boss. Out of Pocket is in the area, though. So it'll just be a boss bait. Yes, sir, riding on forward. We'll discover. Luckily, will not take much damage there. Hogger starting to come down, May's starting to come down. We might have a big old brawl here. 16s are in for Community Pizza. They do have the advantage if it comes to a team fight. Shane thinking about stepping up. Yes, sir, moving down to Darkrise. There's the stun from Bayonet. Jug of 1,000 Cups coming out from Lily, trying to save Cocky here. May so low, taking some hits. May goes down. Rudo King just shelling onto the backline with those blasts. Pato getting away from the charge of Yes, sir. Community Pizza coming out ahead in that exchange. Great one, nearly falling to the multiple sand blasts of Chromie. Oh, big slow coming out from Johanna. Yes, sir, in some trouble. The chase down from Zul'jin is good. Varian will fall. Bottom fort will fall. Mid is being chewed on by this camp. This is why this camp is so important to take. It'll just take entire walls, entire structures on its own if unchecked, and there goes one there. Hogger having to go back and deal with that nonsense. Bottom boss to be picked up by Community Pizza. No problem there. Out of Pocket. They feel it coming. They want to take this top boss. Great one is going to have to step in and tank the boss for a little bit as Gul'dan and Vala try to burn it down. Chromie and Zul'jin are rushing the top lane, though, and Out of Pocket feels they don't have what it takes to take this. Which I think was the right call. It didn't seem like they had the damage to finish this in time. 5 members for Community Pizza in the top lane. Cocky, oh no, has already used the movement ability. There's the Cryo Freeze as well. Cocky's going to have nowhere to go. May falls. Bayonet catching up to Orc and Beans. Blessed Shield comes on out as well to aid in the chase. Are there any extra slows here? Vault from Vala. Knockback from Hogger. Slowed once again by Johanna. Nice loot horde from Hogger. Vala goes down. Nearly got out of there. Very, very close, but not quite enough. Varian still dealing with the bottom boss, saves the keep for now. Community Pizza just taking what they're given here. They're now going after the top boss. Looks like no problem here for Community Pizza. There's the boss. Still a minute or so on even talent tiers, out of pocket. See if they go for a quick fight or if they just need to do their lane maintenance here. Right now, 4 members in the top lane. Vala has broken off to try to get some of that XP in the bottom lane. Objective is up, though. Community Pizza stepping up to work on this. Looks like Darkrai gonna go ahead. Finish that one off. Out of pocket. They have 40 seconds to contest the next objective, and they're riding in right now. Pork and Beans and crew, they're trying to get through that slowing sands from Chromie. Having a bit of a tough time here. Bayonet gathering up that back line. 20 seconds on the objective channel. Pork and Beans trying to move up. Oh, huge stun, though, from Johanna, Vala, and May. Gonna go down. Yes, sir, in trouble as well. Knocked back by Hogger. And that will be a triple takedown here for Community Pizza. Ryder's going to come through once again. Mid lane, already with the Knoll camp on top of it, is going to be taking probably lethal damage here before the objective even arrives. This is going to be a tough defense here. Great one. Oh, is caught by the ensnare. Chromie and Zul'jin. Just too much scaled damage here. That is a pick-off. 40 armor on the core, but it looks like it doesn't much matter here. Community Pizza are just going to sit and get it down right now. Core down to half health. Ryder is now on the way. They just want to make sure this core doesn't reset. They'll never get me out of this bunker, heathens. And here comes the Ryder. Bayonet getting low here, but now the objective will tank. Less than 5,000 health. And Community Pizza are going to go ahead and pick up this game number 1 here in this best of 3. Very nicely played. GG. Out of pocket looking to work their way back on the map there. We're doing pretty good at staying close in XP despite the hero kill disadvantage, but Community Pizza, just too much of a snowball there. We'll take game number 1 on Alterac Pass. Let's go to the post game. Checking out the stats here. Orc and Beans on the Vala, 39,000 hero damage. Quite a lot of soak there, as was attending and wave clearing the off lanes. A lot for that team. Zul'jin, Pado here for Community Pizza, nearly 59,000 hero damage on 0 deaths. Very nicely played there by Pado. Take a look at the talents as we update the scoreboard here, and we'll get ready for game 2. Alrighty. We are going to Volskaya Foundry here for game number 2. Once again, chosen by Community Pizza. Draft is up. Let's go in there. We are here once again. Volskaya Foundry. Another map that tends to go long, though Alterac Pass was wrapped up in a pretty respectable time frame there. Game number 1. Sometimes that map tends to go into level 22, 23, and onwards. But a solid ending push there from Community Pizza. Out of pocket, adjusting the ban there, going to get rid of Zul'jin, was definitely a big factor there in game number 1. Community Pizza sticking to the plan with the Stukov ban. Let's see, out of pocket. They were focusing on tank bans there in the first game. They did allow Johanna to go through. They're going to ban out Vala here. So they got the Vala in game number 1, but I guess they don't want to have to first pick it. As Brightwing once again is banned out by Community Pizza. Let's see if they want to control a different assassin here. And they will. They will go for the Tychus. So definitely seem to be targeting individual players with this drafting style so far here. Walking away all those assassins. Bayonet taking back the Johanna here. Gerudo King gonna go for Cassia. Not one that we see a lot, but is often paired with Johanna. Can do some solid damage, but has to be played quite aggressively. So we'll see if Gerudo King has got that bloodlust. Get after there and get those auto attacks going. Cocky gonna go for Anubarak this time. Orc and Beans opting for Rexar, so definitely going to have a bolstered front line here with that Misha up in the front as well for the big fights. Community Pizza. We'll see if they want to pile on the healer bands here. They don't have a healer of their own. They are going to go stick with the healer band. They're going to get rid of Anduin. So we're going to be sort of going down the list on the healers here. See if Out of Pocket wants to ban a healer themselves and just keep the trend alive, or if they possibly have a bruiser that they'd rather not see. Ooh, gonna get rid of Falstad. Okay. Falstad can do some good work on Volskaya Foundry. Good gust angles, lots of open spaces for Falstad to use on the edges. Community Pizza needs something to pair along with the Johanna Cassia. Pato goes for the Orphea. Darkrise back on the Rhaegar here. Yeah, I'd say between Orphea and Johanna, there's enough wave clear. Cassia's not stuck wailing on that wave for too long. Good pick up there. Out of Pocket. They need a healer. They need a flex. Fate's gonna go for the Rainer here, so double auto attacks. Great One opting for Lily. Double auto attacker into Johanna Cassia could be a problem. Though blinds are some of the shortest debuffs in the game. Shane going for Tyrael here. Interesting. Volskaya Foundry is a map where you can get away with lower wave clear bruisers, because you're generally just in the bottom lane soaking XP. You don't have to break away to clear an awful lot. So you can get away with something like a Tyrael pick. Be interesting to see how they use it. Very good stuff. Game number 2 here. On the left in the blue, we have Out of Pocket. Fates on the Rainer, Great One playing Lily, Yesser on Tychus, Cocky on Anubarak, and we've got Orc and Beans on the Rexar. On the right in the red, we have Community Pizza, Pato on the Orphea, Gerudo King playing Cassia, Shane on Tyrael, Bayonet on the Johanna, and Darkrise playing the Rhaegar. Game number 2 is underway. We've got the Thunderstroke quest here for Cassia, Laws of Hope. Gonna gather globes here as Johanna, and the Dread Growing Nightmare quest for Orphea. No quest to be had over on the side of Out of Pocket. Anubarak forced away on the top side there, as the wave clear and rotations will commence. Rainer already stepping up on the top lane, getting that pushed out. Also gets a way to tell the tale, always a good thing. Rexar trying to bully Tyrael in the bottom lane for the meantime. Anubarak getting out of trouble with that heavy rotation. Out of Pocket doing a good split so far. Looks like they've got a little bit of a lead on the wave control. Though Community Pizza jumping straight on their turret camp first. Out of Pocket opting for the siege camp in the top lane. to start out their macro rotation. Nubarak going to get away there in the mid lane as the rest of the team finishes up that top camp. Not going to be too far behind, though, is Community Pizza getting theirs rolling as well. Both of them taking it somewhat early in comparison to the 3-minute objective time, but better early than never on these camps. Shane really playing with fire here in the bottom lane. Pork and Beans hitting him with a bird. Classic Rexar stuff. Top lane push here from Community Pizza. His experience remains pretty even. Raynor did go for Exterminator, so we'll be able to handle those camps a lot more quickly. Just like that, top camp already cleared. Control point getting ready to unlock here in the mid. I was about to check what kind of protector it was, and turns out there are no arcane, molten, or frozen protectors on Volskaya Foundry. When Blizz, please give themed protectors. Tyrael being bullied out of lane there. Orc and Beans getting the better of that matchup so far, but like I mentioned, your main job in the offlane on Volskaya Foundry is just to kind of exist. Pick up the globes. Doesn't really matter if you're behind on the wave clear. However, Orc and Beans so ahead right now, able to just kind of take down the wall. That's definitely a problem for Tyrael. Once you don't have a wall to defend that wave push, now you've got a wave clear. Your wave clear isn't great. And the snowball of advantage continues. Out of Pocket really wanting to hold down this objective for the meantime. Rexar finds a moment to leak away, deal with this push. Yes, they're coming on down as well. They're looking for Shane. Overkill activated, just too much health bar remaining. Hockey in some trouble. Ooh, gets hit with the last shot of Waltz from Orphea. That will be the first takedown here, followed by some more. There goes Tychus. Great one trying to move away. Has enough self-healing to do so. Rexar continuing to just ball out in the bottom lane. No fear, no remorse. This game is mine. To me, Misha Bear. Yes, Misha Bear. We ride. How's my Chris Metzen? I'm Chris Metzen, and I took the job back. That's pretty much the best Chris Metzen I got, I'm sorry. Raynor able to pick up the heal camp there in the mid, and it looks like Out of Pocket going to come down to contest this objective. Turrets have been dropped in the mid. Darkrai, ooh, is taking some hits there. Misha with the stun and the body block. Hockey following it up. Is there damage, though? Not enough. Darkrai gets away. Out of Pocket going to start their own channel here. %60 and counting. Community Pizza trying to soak out level 10s, but they're not going to have enough time here. 80%. Cassie is on the way. It looks like Shane is going to come up here. Johanna stepping in as well, gathering up the whole back line, but is now getting punished for it a little bit. Enough self-healing with the Laws of Hope to keep on rolling. Hockey in some trouble. Yes, sir, has to move off the point as Orc and Beans using Misha to hold it down. Shane working on that back line once again. Misha going to go down. Orc and Beans in trouble. Yes, sir, being chased out as well. Lily is going to be the one going down. Yes, sir, and Orc and Beans somehow able to get away. Cocky is going to continue to contest here, but may have just inted for not a whole lot. Anubarak goes down. 10s are achieved by Community Pizza, and they've got the objective. Mid wall going to be focused here as Tychus Whales on this objective with the percent damage. 10s are in for Community Pizza. We got the Blessed Shield, Ball Lightning, Crushing Jaws, Holy or Sanctification, and Ancestral Healing. For Out of Pocket, we have Unleash the Boars, Jug of 1,000 Cups, Hyperion, Cocoon, and Odin. Unleash the Boars comes on out. There's the slow. Gonna force a Sanctification here out of Shane. Definitely an ult for ult trade there. Uh-oh, Shane has already warped forward, still has the shielding to get back to safety. Misha stunning Bayonet. Yes, sir, is locked in, but there is the big Johanna shield. Into a 3v3 situation in the top lane as the 2v2 is deteriorating quickly for Community Pizza. Bottom fort about to go down. Big flank from Gerudo King. Rexar, realizing they're on the wrong side of the wall here, is going to go down. Yes, sir, gets hit with the Blessed Shield. Here comes the follow-up, and Tychus gets taken out as well. Great defense. Fort is saved here for Community Pizza. Turret camp going to be picked up there. Cocky dealing with the top lane siege camp. Rexar and Tychus about to return. Now 13s are here for Community Pizza. Looks like they're wrapping around. Bayonet just wants to start the heal camp, not go for any ganks. Shane just trying to ward away there with some abilities. No problem. In the bottom lane, Gerudo King could be in a spot of trouble. Ball Lightning and the chase continues. Vate's stepping up. And there goes Cassia. The Rexar slows. Very difficult to run away from here. Cocky trying to move away from trouble. No takedowns in the mid for now as Orc and Beans finishes off the bottom structure. Yes, sir. Trying to get in range. Dashes away immediately. Cassia's on the way back. Stun onto Bayonet. Misha Bear caught in the Crushing Jaws as Cocky stunning everybody before Burrow charging out to safety. Even Talontiers once again as Control Point B is getting ready to unlock. See if Community Pizza can hold on to it this time. Top lane camp pushing. Objective remains contested. Bayonet moving into the back line, but there's a huge splash of damage onto the right side. Misha going to be going down, though. Cocky could be in trouble. Jug of 1,000 Cups going to keep him healthy for now. Nice sanctification there from Tyrael. Lili going to be taken out. Orc and Beans in trouble as well. There goes Rexar. Yes, sir, trying to chase out Darkrise, but just too much health. Cocky in trouble as well is going to fall. Nearly 16s now is Community Pizza. Still to take down a structure. That can be a challenge on this map, but after this triple, they should at least have the objective phase, possibly take down their fort. Gerudo King working on the back camp here. Yes, sir, working on the bottom left. Fate's clearing away here in the top lane. Still 25% more, but it doesn't look like there's much appetite here to continue on this objective for Out of Pocket. Instead, they're just going to run the side lanes here, get as much value as they can before being forced to go back for the defense. 2 in the Protectors and marches through the top lane. Got the camp alongside it as well. Oh no, Cocky taking huge damage, less than 50 health. The Ball Lightning was chasing. But Anubarak does survive. Fortunately, that means they got no defense left here on this base.
Red team has destroyed the fort.
Objectives moving pretty normally here, not doing anything egregious. Just playing to win. Shane was working on Cocky in the mid, just making sure that Anubarak had a timer on them. Looks like mid fort going to be taken out as well. Nice double fort play from Community Pizza.
Hero slain.
Oh, Rexar taken out in the bottom lane. I thought Rexar was looking fine, but no. Cassia and Johanna able to get that one taken down. Only 10 more seconds on this Protector, but it should be able to clap down the majority of this wall. Sanctification here from Tyrael. Everyone's getting in just to prevent any shenanigans from out of pocket. Vate's slowed on the low side, going to be receiving the healing from Junk of 1,000 Cups. Last remaining fort taking some hits here. Anubarak was pushing through in the top lane, is going to have to... decides not to abdicate, just keeps on shredding these waves. Out of pocket, just doing what on the map that they can. Very close. Overall. Still a level ahead, but both are on even talent tiers for a little bit longer. Heal camp to be picked up here by Community Pizza. Gonna burn that down, no problem. Out of pocket, going for the turret here. About to be 19, there's not going to be a lot more opportunities to take a solid 5v5 team fight for out of pocket until they have 20s of their own. They're hoping that the next objective calls like right now immediately. Oh, chasing the top lane. Vate's in trouble. Oh no, is caught in between lanes by Community Pizza, and that gives them an ever-growing XP lead right now. Yes, they're being chased out. Cassia put into the cocoon. Yes, they're in some trouble here. Gonna receive the healing from Lily. Nearly the triple hit that Orphea needed on the Dread quest. Follow up onto Tychus. Quite a bit of damage. What is this quest anyway? Yeah, you just gotta hit 3 people with a Dread. That was very close. Very, very close. Community Pizza now does have their level 20s. Definitely would advise against fighting if at all possible. If you're out of pocket. Sometimes you gotta do it, sometimes you gotta bring the noise, but definitely would not recommend it down 20 to 18.
I'm starting up the access terminal.
Control point C getting ready to unlock here. The most reticent of our 3 objective phases. Bayonet coming around the outside, slowed by Rhaegar, slowed by Johanna, and Anubarak nowhere to go. They're looking at Misha Bear next. Bayonet, not going to stick with it. Not quite going to stick with it.
It's time, hero. Control the terminal and bring in...
Tyrael now in a trading position versus Tychus. Has to pop the Sanctification again. Vates will vouch for this. Tyrael was able to get away from their to their team on the top side, and now collapsing in on the gate. Huge plays by Orphea, catching 3. That will be a triple after the single they got in the off lane, and now they've got plenty of time to work on this objective.
Red team has destroyed the fort.
Community Pizza peeling out the last remaining fort on the left side. So they're thinking about a turret camp steal heal for the moment. They still have 30 seconds to do with pretty much what they want. Rudo King trying to push out the bottom lane. Pado coming across. Gonna check out the camp. Very concerned about the camps here. See if they can use it to get some pushes going. Unfortunately, top lane is mired on the right side, so this won't match up with any sort of standard team here. 85% in counting here for Darkrise. As now the heal camp being picked up as well. Community Pizza in a commanding position. Now the Protector marches down. Looks like Cassia going to get in as well for that extra power.
Has taken control of a protector.
20's about to be here for out of pocket. See if they can do much about this Protector. Ball lightning in the back. Orc and Beans trying to deal with it. Wow, huge stuns on the low side of the map. Anubarak will fall. Bottom keep being worked. Protector in the mid, still plenty of time. Looking to do work. Misha tanking some hits on the low side as the rest of the team tries to burn down the keep.
I did not expect the protector to be destroyed like that.
Still 5v4 in this situation.
Red team has destroyed the
Going down is that keep. Double splash heal. Nubrak's still down for 30. Are they just going to walk at the core once again? Community Pizza feeling themselves here, but they are up against 4. They don't really have any minion waves on the core right now. This is a tough push. They're going to have to get at least a few picks here if they want to go for this. Great one taking a massive hit on the outside. Core shielding is peeled away. Community Pizza continuing to step up here, but now at full strength. Is out of pocket. Core shielding is dropping down to 50. Johanna put into the cocoon here. Kaki is keeping it updated. 35% and counting. Orphea is down. Gerudo King, they're trying to get in there towards the core. Bayonet starting to lead them away. They've got minions on the way here in the bottom lane. Big stun, though. Kaki moving in. Bayonet has the shield. Misha charges through. Stun onto 2. Misha Bear is down. Tychus trying to chase on forward. Darkrise turning it around here. Oh, it's going to be Tychus for Rhaegar. Still a 2-for-1 in favor of out of pocket with their core down to 31%, but the shield is gaining. Mid keep is ailing, bottom keep is down. Out of pocket in a really tough spot once again. Community Pizza not quite doing the 20-18 victory, but feeling very confident in their current position. Orphea is about to be back. Still 20 seconds here on Rhaegar, 20 seconds on Tychus. Going to be dueling siege camps in the top lane while they wait for the next objective phase. Misha is going to go ahead and scout things out and then return to base.
access terminal will be online in a moment.
Heal camp looks like it's going to be picked up here by Community Pizza. Shane thinking about a flank. Just putting the fear in him. Just putting the fear in him. Top lane quickly cleared by Community Pizza. So the next control point A is getting ready to unlock.
Power routed to the terminal.
Kaki trying to step onto the point, but Bayonet in pursuit will not let that happen. Whoopsie daisy. Flicked my mouse. Working on the right side camp here is Community Pizza. Out of pocket, trying to step up and take the point. Shane taking some hits there. Is going to have to warp back to safety. Pato working on the front line. Crushing Jaws, not going to catch anybody this time. Tyrael actually going down behind the gate there. Out of pocket with a excellent pickup. They've got the Jug of 1,000 Cups here. Double stun comes out onto Bayonet. Huge stun, though. That's going to be Misha down, Lily down, Rainer down, Pocky being run down as well. There goes Tychus. Anubrak falls. Orc and Beans down as well. It's a 5-for-1 team wipe here from Community Pizza. They've got all the time they need. They don't have Tyrael, but should have enough to either just run in and finish now. It looks like Rhaegar is going to wait on the objective just in case. But at this point in the game, death timers are so long. Core's already down to 31. Looks like they're just going to walk in and take it. Poor Rhaegar not going to be able to join the photo here. 95% and counting. I say that, but there we go. Community Pizza going to take the 2-0 victory here in this best of 3. GG.
Blue team has taken control of
Very solid performance there from Community Pizza in game number 2, really taking control there on Volskaya Foundry. Out of Pocket showed signs of life there in the end. They tried to force their way in. They got a kill, but unfortunately, the sustain and the healing just too strong there for Community Pizza. Very nicely done. Let's go to the post game. Checking out the stats here. Yes, sir, on the Tychus, a little over 76,000 hero damage. For Community Pizza, though, Cassia, Gerudo King, nearly 110,000 hero damage on 12 killing blows. Very nicely played. Let's take a look at the talents, update the scoreboard, and we'll see if we can get ourselves an interview with our winning team. And it looks like they're already waiting for me, so let's get on over there. Gerudo King, welcome. Congratulations on the 2-0.
For my lateness before, you know, I did it.
In on time. I appreciate it greatly.
On behalf of my team, we thank you for your congratulations.
Well, it was a solid performance today. 2-0 on two very large maps that you picked there. Alterac Pass and Volskaya Foundry. Would you say that's, just a favor of the team? You like to go to the big maps? Is that something in the matchup research that you saw for today?
No, we hate big maps, actually, completely honestly. We usually prefer, we only like those because they're very, the scuffle team fighty, maps, so it kind of suits our play style. But of the big maps, they're our two favorite.
Okay. Well, you definitely look strong on them today. The Zul'jin there in game number 1 doing a lot of work there, even into some challenging picks on the other side. Is there a way that you like to sort of approach playing a Zul'jin comp on Alterac Pass? Because generally the teams are pretty spread out. There's not a lot of opportunities to just scale those axes, but it seemed like Pato was doing a pretty decent job there. Was that a focus for the team, or is that really just an individual effort?
That's his thing, man. He's got more time on Zul'jin than I probably have at my full-time job for the last 10 years. So that man is a psycho about his ding ding dings, and he will make it happen. That's just a him play style kind of thing. He makes it work. We don't ask questions, we just accept the numbers as they pile in.
Sometimes you got to just let the carry,
That's the plan, right? Like you let him do his thing and we just work around it.
Speaking of the carry, you're Cassia in game number 2, putting up some big numbers there. Do you feel like Cassia is a hero that you need to structure around? Like, you need that Johanna for the extra blinds? Do you need, the Tyrael to provide extra support? Or do you think Cassia can just stand on her own in these sort of comps?
I liked Cassia a lot. I've always liked her kit. I mean, you can go back to D2 playing the Javazon, really, to just enjoying her play style. And I mean the extra blinds help. I don't really think they're necessary, but I mean, they left Joe up and they first picked Tychus, so I was like, it's not often I get to see the stars align to play Cassia, and I don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
All solid drafting decisions. Get the 2-0 victory today. Starting to come up towards the end of the regular season here. Only a few matches remaining.
Just a
Um,
couple.
Looking at the standings here, I would say I think you're locked in for playoffs. I'm not 100% sure how these last few shake out, but it looks like you've got plenty of points to work with here. Are there any matchups you're looking to come back to as we come around to playoffs, or any teams you'd hope that you'd get to play again?
I mean, I know we have to do our second match against the first place team, and I feel like they 2-0'd us pretty handily last time. The first game was, I think, pretty close, and then the second one they kind of they got an edge on us. But we were also the first team to play them, so we didn't have like they're our new team to the division. We didn't have any kind of anything going into them. We just showed up, and I think now that we got our fingies warmed up and we know what's coming. I'm excited to throw down in that matchup again. But I mean, every team's fun to play against. I mean, even even at the end of Volskaya there, I mean, I think it turned into a clown fiesta going for some stats padding on both sides. So
Well, sometimes you just throw everything in the mix and see what comes out, eh?
that's it. Hey, you know what? That's some classic Division E stuff right there.
Well, very nicely played today, coming away with the 2-0 victory. The floor is yours. Any shout-outs you'd like to make before we close out here?
I just all the teams in Div E. I think it's been a really tight, well played season so far. I think everyone's got a shot to sprint to the finish and put up a strong rebuttal for their positioning and my boys show up every time they need to. Uh, so appreciate them coming to hang out, and as always, our casters. You guys do a lot of extra time that you don't get compensated for. So we appreciate your volunteerism. Gives me
Well,
something to watch at work tomorrow.
I do like coming on out and just giving these games some extra life. Gives me, I enjoy doing it, and
Yep.
it's great that we have such a good community to be able to keep all this stuff going. So I'm glad that we get to come together that way.
If only like the landlord of the community would help develop the community again once in a while, that would little maybe freshen up the shrubberies around a little bit. That'd be great. But hey,
Well,
uh,
they're testing the waters, a little bug fix here and there. That was I'm gonna say that Samuro change, that was a balance change. Yes, we fixed the bug. I'm like, yeah, okay, that was a feature. That was a nerf.
so I will counter you with one of my own questions if I have the floor to wrap up.
Oh yeah.
If they come back and they give us some more love, what Blizzard hero would you want added first?
Hero added. Ooh.
Yeah, what would your first pick for a new hero be?
Oh goodness, that's a tough one.
I know. I know.
You know what? It would be real goofy, but I've always wondered what their take on what of the Hosen from World of Warcraft would be.
Okay.
Just like a
Okay.
weird, crazy monkey man
Yeah, yeah, I
that's
see it.
coming on through with goofy abilities and just like scrambling sideways and stuff. I feel like that would be really neat.
I was always rooting for Blackthorn, but we didn't get there.
There were so many of those iconic characters that were on, the alleged big list that maybe we would have got it to over time, but
But
we always have our little, our community. This is what if I made the hero, this is what it would be, and we've got those
that's
lists
it.
on various websites and such. So
Yeah.
it's always cool to dream, eh?
But as you said, appreciate you coming out, and hopefully we'll see you again in another cast.
Absolutely. Rudo King, thanks very much for coming on by, and good luck in the rest of the regular season here.
Thanks everybody for watching and your support. We'll see you later.
See you around.